Good day all and welcome to first bootstrap class. I'm sure before this class you must know what HTML and CSS is, but now your bootstrap has to do with less writing of code to achieve better results. So now let's check out our scheme of work for our bootstrap. Now this is our scheme of work for what we are going to be doing in our bootstrap. Now let's move to the second thing. What is bootstrap? Bootstrap is a framework that comprises of your HTML, CSS and JavaScript code. When we talk about it being a framework, it is an already made work that comprises of your HTML, which you already have an idea, and your CSS code. Now Bootstrap is a front-end framework for a faster and easier web design. Like I said, with Bootstrap you achieve more writing less code. And now they said Bootstrap also gives you the ability to easily create responsive design. When we talk about responsive design, we're talking about your site being responsive on both mobile phone, system and any other device. Now the first thing we'll be looking at is how to make use of our Bootstrap. Note, you don't just make use of a Bootstrap like that. There are some things that you should have before making use of the Bootstrap. And the first thing here is what we call the Bootstrap CSS, the Bootstrap JavaScript, everything that controls the Bootstrap. It's inside here. I've actually put it inside a folder called BT file. And then we'll also be looking at the Bootstrap documentation, where all your Bootstrap codes are being written. That's what we call the Bootstrap documentation. So let's see. Now this is your Bootstrap documentation, where you're going to be seeing all your codes. If I click on this, you can see this is the Bootstrap documentation. So let's look at what we are going to be doing first. Okay, the first thing here is our navbar. Now they said a navbar or a navigation bar is a navigation header that is placed at the top of your website. Let's see how we can make use of our navbar in our Bootstrap. So you first go to components, go to navbar. Now all you have to do is just to copy this code and edit it. Now I've created a folder named work, so I'll open it using my VS Code. Now you come here, same way you link your normal CSS, that's the external CSS to your HTML file. You also link the BT files because it's actually the Bootstrap CSS and JavaScript. But now we're going to be linking the CSS of our Bootstrap. Now the second thing we're going to be putting here is the script. That is the script that controls all the JavaScript effects we are going to be using when taking the Bootstrap documentation, or when taking the Bootstrap code rather. Now this JQ stands for jQuery, while the next one stands for JavaScript. So now we're done. Let's go and copy. So now let's save. Now this is how it is on our browser. So now we're going to edit it to the way we want it. Now using what we have, this, we're going to be doing this. So let's see how we can turn this into this. Now the first thing we'll be looking at is their logo, where you're going to put their logo. If it's an image, then you put your image tag there, but for now we'll be using a text. Now we'll remove all the unnecessary things which we won't be needing, or which won't be needed for this particular. Now we're done with the first step. So the second step now is to create our CSS. Now we're going to be working with their class to style it. Next thing we'll be looking at now is this, which is the A tag. Now let's go back and give all our A tag a class. showing. So now let's check. Okay, now we don't want the hover. As you can see, the bootstrap has an hover, but then we don't need it. So now as you can see, when you hover, it's not showing anything. Now let's make this white. Now we can come here and make it important, so that you tell the bootstrap that you want it to overwrite this importance. Now you want it to overwrite the bootstrap on, no matter how strong it is. Now let's look at our drop down. Here we don't want to have an hover. You only want to have a white background with a black text. Okay, this is an ID not class. Now we want to call this, we want to change it from the normal color, which is yellow, to black, but we don't want to change the ID. So we'll just indicate that we are referring to the ID A under the class drop down. That's why we have to call the two together, which is the class and the ID. You don't need to make it important. So this is it. But now we don't want the hover. Now as you can see, it's all white. You can't see the black drop down again, but then when you click on it, there's an active there, but then we don't have to remove that. It's because we haven't linked. So let's just try what I'm talking about. Now if I click and I go out, there's nothing there, but if I click here and I go out, there will be a background there because I haven't linked it yet. So that's the bootstrap instruction for it. So this will bring to the end of our class for today. See you in our next class where we'll be talking about the carousels. So see you in our next class. Bye.